actually quite comfy. I might not get up.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna stay here the rest of the night.
It like molds to your back.
It does,
Yeah.
It's a comfy one, actually. We are joined backstage here at our Fisher gig with Ayybo. Welcome to New Zealand.
Thank you for having me. I love to be here. This is an incredible experience.
So you've just played your second set of the tour. How did you find that?
Oh man, it was incredible. I gotta say, it's the most scenic view I've ever seen. Probably one of the highest energy crowds I've played to, and it was mental. I saw people on their shoulders, people standing on someone's shoulders. I've never seen that before, but it was an incredible experience. I will never forget this moment for sure. Yeah.
Everyone was so keen for it. The energy was insane. Did you mention before that that's one of the biggest crowds you've ever played to?
Yeah, I think it is. I couldn't count, but it felt like the biggest show I ever played. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was.
23,000 people here tonight.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So you had a massive year last year. So many exciting things happened for you. What does 2025 look like?
It's looking pretty good. We're tackling a lot bigger clubs. We have a few festivals, but mainly hitting the ground running when it comes to headline shows and going all around the U.S., some Mexico dates, some Canada dates. And yeah, this is the farthest I've been from home. So far, the start of 2025 it's been amazing. I've been very grateful to fly farther and farther in places I've never been before. But yeah, we're playing bigger shows, doubling the size of everything. And yeah, it's been great so far, but we're taking some swings this year for sure.
I love that.
Yeah.
And how does it feel when you're playing some of your really well-known tracks? The crowd singing it back, vibing to it. That's got to be a pretty unreal feeling.
It's incredible. I didn't think my music would go this far. Specifically when I played Riz, I couldn't believe how many people knew that one. I didn't think it went that far. I thought it was just
so
kind of
good.
in the US. Yeah.
No, that is a classic song for summer here.
Yeah, it definitely feels good. It's mind-blowing. It's kind of hard to comprehend, but I'm just trying to take it all in. But yeah, it's mind-blowing. It makes me feel very good and didn't think it can go this far.
So how did you initially get into music and producing and DJing? What's that journey been like for you?
So from the very beginning, when I was like 8, 7, I got into a Rock Band, you know the game where you
No
hit the drums and stuff
way.
like that? And I started getting addicted to it. And then in middle school, I took some band classes, and then I was in marching band in high school in the drum line. I played bass drum and then a tenor drums. And then I got so into music theory after that, played piano, and then I looked up tutorials how to make music.
Wow.
And I got into DJing after that. But yeah, I was just studying music theory and being in band all the time and just really getting into it. I've always loved music my whole life.
So how did you go from doing band practice, like you say, and being in a band to being a DJ and a producer and this sort of electronic music scene?
I think just me being obsessed with drums in general. I made bass music first, but like house music to me was so easy for me to kind of get into because I kind of understood the theory behind it and all the, I don't know, the musicality behind it. And I've always kind of felt the rhythm of it, but I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe. I would say that the Cross Festival in San Diego and the first Chris Lake show I saw in San Diego too really got me into house music in general. But I've always been to house and EDM in general. But I don't know, I just started getting addicted to it, started going to more shows and being inspired and hearing that music in a live system and just being blown away and really feeling the bass line. It's really what got me inspired, I guess.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
You talk about inspiration. Which DJs and producers do you look up to in this space?
I would say right now, Pazza, Michael Beebe, all those guys.
Incredible.
I would say those two right now are probably most influential when it comes to their sets. I always listen to their sets and study them because they are
incredible stuff.
Yeah, they I don't know, I feel like they're the most knowledgeable when it comes to really reading a crowd, putting on a really good show and set, and especially Paz's production. I think it's amazing and very inspiring to me as far as like the funk goes. Yeah, I would say those two.
That's incredible. And looking at everyone else in the space, is there anyone you would love to work with? Who is your dream collaboration?
I would say someone outside of house music, actually.
Oh, okay.
I would say like soul artists. Right now, let me think.
2 minutes, your brain is going crazy.
I really want to make a soul record with Smino. Not even with house music, but I want to like make full albums with soul and R&B artists. Brent Fiaz.
Crazy.
That's a big one. And SZA. I want to just kind of produce for them. Not even like be outward facing on it, but just be a producer behind scenes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That would be so epic.
Yeah.
What is your creative process?
Man, it's long.
Yeah.
I usually make an idea. It's about like a minute long idea. And then over the course of 3 to 6 months, I will slowly finish it.
No way.
Over time. It takes a long time. There's some songs I made pretty quickly, but it takes Like I call it like keeping it in the oven, letting it cook for a bit, like
love that.
step away from it.
Sayings, let it cook.
Yeah, I just let it cook for a bit. I take a step back and then I slowly finish it, come back to it, because then I get a different pair of ears with it and make sure it's as good as possible. But it's about a 3 to 6 month process to finish the song. Yeah,
that is
I'm
crazy.
very hard on myself.
Would you say it's because you're a perfectionist?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just takes longer and longer. Every song, it's like up to a year.
Up to a year.
Yeah.
It must be interesting though when you are in music, because everything that you put out is a true reflection of you and your creative process and your thoughts and feelings. Do you ever get nervous releasing a new track?
Yeah, that's why I test it out. I send it to DJs. I get feedback from my peers, and I really test it out in the clubs before I'm confident enough to put it out. But I never get anxious. But once I get enough like yeses from people and just from the crowd in general and fans, and I tease it on social media, and once I get enough people knowing it works, then I'm pretty confident putting it out. But usually I have a good sense of when I know this is going to be a good one to put out. But I definitely need some fan validation a little bit to know, like, okay, I got to put this one out.
We all need validation.
Yeah.
How many songs would you say are in your vault?
In my vault?
Unreleased songs that you'd love to get out one day, but you just don't think they're quite there yet.
Probably around 8.
Wow.
8 to 9. There's a lot of them that I just don't even test out anymore.
Really?
They just kind of go back in the bin, and then I usually revisit it later, and then maybe it comes out. But I would say like 8 to 10 right now about.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Was there anything you tested today or last night on the New Zealand crowd? Yeah,
I just made one yesterday in Christchurch, and I tested out there and here. It's still got some work to do, but it definitely it worked in the crowd for sure.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, but I tested around six unreleased ones.
Wow. Oh my gosh, incredible. Oh,
Yeah.
lucky little New Zealanders. We got a treat there.
Yeah.
So first time in New Zealand?
Yeah.
What have you loved about the crowds, the people, the energy?
I would say everyone in the crowd they go nuts respectfully. Like they're not mean to each other. They know how to keep their distance. It seems like everyone's respectfully partying very hard here.
Oh yeah.
That's the best way I can put it. But the energy is just on another level. It's the most scenic place I've ever been. I've always wanted to travel here. But everyone's just so hospitable.
Oh,
I have
good.
to say, everyone's just so nice here. And so far I've been loving it here.
What's next for you? Whereabouts are you going after this?
I'm going to Minnesota.
No way.
And on top of a mountain, and it's a ski resort. Yeah, in about 2 weeks when I fly back to the States. But yeah, that's next for me right now.
Exciting stuff. Are you extending your trip at all in New Zealand, or are you heading home very soon?
No, we fly back at 7 p.m. on Monday. So we're going to be here for another 2 days.
Yeah.
And we flew in on Wednesday and caught 2.5 days in Christchurch. But
nice.
I want to come back just on vacation for like 2 weeks. I want to go
we would love to have
Queenstown.
you back. Tell us when you're back. We will get you some shows, book you some places.
For sure.
Amazing. Thank you so much for chatting with us. That was so good. Your set was incredible, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you do in 2025.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much. You're so great.